Hello YouTube, welcome back to another gameplay video of Goblin Sanctuary from the Dark Citadel. Alexa, open the Dark Citadel.
Welcome back to the Dark Citadel, mysterious Draco Slytherin. The dungeons are calling. Are you brave enough to answer? The first arc of the game is fully released with 20 chapters. Arc 2 has begun with chapters 21 through 25 released. The following events are active: double resources, double experience, Orcish Warpath, and Orcish Warpath. You are in a cooperative area with 4 other players. Let's continue our journey. You hear a scuttling sound from up ahead as you move through the city. Suddenly, a giant crab appears from behind an outcropping. It seems as surprised to see you as you are to see it. You can 1. Calm it down, or 2.
Alexa, 1.
You attempt to calm it down. You roll an animal handling check. You have a 48% chance to succeed, which is a failure. It snaps your arm and runs off. And took 38 damage.
What?
You can buff yourself and your allies by saying buff my allies. It gives a boost to hit, damage, and armor that stacks and costs 100 in-game currency. You are traveling with 5 other players who will buff and assist you. As you move further through the city, you see a goblin standing guard. Skills to use include linguistics, or bluff.
Alexa, 1.
As a special thank you and to celebrate a year of being a super admin, everyone is receiving the hero Beowulf. You will be able to power him up in November. Orcish warriors invaded your keep, led by Sally the warrior. You fended them off, earning 10 points in this event. Your difficulty will be harder next invasion. Orcish warriors invaded your keep, led by Sally the warrior. You fended them off, earning 10 points in this event. You attempt to use your language skills to confuse them. You roll a linguistics check. You have a 58% chance to succeed. You speak quickly as you walk up to him. He tries to follow, scratching his chin. You get close enough and bash him over the head, knocking him out. You collected 139 gold coins. Your monetary earning multiplier is 162%. You can increase it by capturing guild and personal points in the free Explore map, reaching max level, and making wartime contributions to your guild. And earned 946 experience points. You acquired 17 wooden logs and picked up 11 lumps of iron ore. You had 1 stack of armor boost applied. You are moving quickly through the city toward the central point where a huge building is erected. Up ahead, you see a large patrol of goblins moving toward you. You duck low and try to guess which way they will pass. The skills you can use include insight, or streetwise.
Alexa, 1.
You try to use your skills in road design to pick a route. You roll an insight check. You have a 41% chance to succeed. You guess wrong and they turn on your street. They move to attack, and took 37 damage. You are battling a legendary goblin named Hector. You are entering combat with 1 goblin commander, 4 goblins, 1 Hector, and 2 dire wolves. It is pitch black, which means the power blindside.
Use the power.
Here are some options for
obliterate.
Isabel damaged the goblin commander for 215. You have 1 uses left after this one. Your opponent's first. The goblinoid commander launches a disarming attack. 1 of the goblinoids disappears and strikes from the shadows. 1 of the giant dire wolves sets up a dangerous attack. You are missed 4 times, crit, and hit 3 times. For 167 total damage. You are dropped to below
Alexa,
0
yes.
You drink a healing potion to return to full health. You are still on your feet and ready to go.
Alexa,
You might
use obliterate.
The enemies before you. One of the little goblins disappears and strikes from the shadows. You are missed 7 times. And hit for 29 total damage. And have 377 hit points left. You are up. Using Obliterate, you prepare a deadly attack. You hit 12 times, crit 2 times, and missed 8 times, for a total of 50,455 damage. Your highest damage hit was 16,023. You killed 2 goblins. A goblin commander. And a Hector. One of the goblinoids has 1,143 out of 1,309 hit points left. Another little goblin has 1,081 out of 1,683 hit points left. And one of the large dire wolves has 1,375 out of 1,701 hit points left. You can
Alexa, attack.
Your opponents before you. William boosted your armor class by 2. You recruit and missed 3 times for 110 total damage. You are up. Knight Blackjack, Selma, and Saturn 22 hit your enemies for 667 total damage. You swipe and crit the goblin for 451 damage. You are still in combat with 2 goblins and 2 dire wolves. You can
Alexa, attack.
Your opponents before you. You were missed 4 times and have 267 hit points left. You are up. William did 71 damage to a goblin. You swipe and crit the goblin for 457 damage. You are still in combat with 2 goblins and 2 dire wolves. You might
Alexa, attack.
You have logged in 1 day in a row, 1 day's total, and 10 days in October. Your login rewards include 50 gold coins. You also earn 2 chances to spin the wheel for prizes. Finally, you collected 6 VIP points for sequential logins, which brings your total VIP level to 3. You need 184 more points to reach the next level. Finally, I also added a ton of buffs to your character. You are up first. Isabel hit a goblin for 170. Your companions killed a goblin. You stab and hit the goblin for 1779 damage. You killed the goblinoid. The enemies are up. William boosted your armor class by 2. One of the huge dire wolves readies a powerful attack. One of the large dire wolves missed you. Another large dire wolf missed you. You might
Alexa, attack.
You have friend invites pending from other players to accept or decline. Say accept friend invite or decline friend invite to action on them.
I wonder
You
who it
act
is.
last.
Alexa,
1.
accept friend invite.
What friend invites would you like to accept? Pick one of all. Pick or
Alexa,
Not.
2.
The only player you can accept it as friend is Gods of Ragnarok Legend Blossom. Do you want to accept them as a friend?
Yes.
Successfully accepted Legend Blossom's friend request. You are currently in combat with 1 dire wolf.
Alexa, attack.
You are up first. William did 87 damage to the huge dire wolf. Your companions killed a dire wolf. You strike the goblins down. You are not in a guild right now. If you would like to join a guild and earn special weekly rewards, say join a guild and then pick the one that suits you. You collected 505 gold coins and earned 3,960 experience points. You acquired 14 wooden logs and picked up 11 lumps of iron ore. You earned 6 special tokens and located 1 fisherman's bite, 1 breastplate armor, 1 pumpkin paste, 1 minor hero mission recovery elixir, 1 silent knight, 1 yellow gem of Thanatos, 1 sharpening stone, 1 damage boost potion, 1 great axe, 2 flimsy nets, 1 skilled potion, and 1 bobble head. As you are moving toward the hovel of the Goblin
Alexa,
King,
tell me about Brave Axe.
did you want to learn about one of these?
Alexa,
Select.
no.
All right. As you are moving toward the hovel of the Goblin King, you come across some sort of watercraft that goes across an underground river. You can pilot the craft, or go around.
Alexa, 1.
You decide to try and pilot the craft across. You roll a piloting check. You have a 53% chance to succeed, which turns out to be a success. You pilot the vehicle across the water, landing easily on the other side. You earned 148 experience points and had 1 stack of damage boost applied. The next section of the river can't be avoided, and the water looks fairly rough. However, you can hope for some luck or rely on your skill to get across. The skill you can use are luck or reaction.
Alexa, 2.
You pilot the boat to avoid rough sections. You roll a piloting check. You have a 54% chance to succeed. The water doesn't cooperate and you get jostled around. You have been afflicted by increased damage taken penalty. You roll a reaction check. You make it to the far side of the river with speed and agility, avoiding all of the threats. You earned 148 experience points and had 1 stack of damage boost applied. You are getting nearer to a section of tunnels you will need to navigate to reach the city centre. There is a group of goblins gathered nearby. You can look for a way in, or fight them.
Alexa, 1.
You circle around, looking for a way in. You roll an insight check. You have a 53% chance to succeed. You manage to find a way in, but it takes time and costs you. You have been afflicted by increased damage taken penalty. If you would like to chat with other players, say turn chat on. As you are heading into the narrow tunnels, you hear more goblins coming from up ahead. There is nowhere to hide. You may fight them, or trick them.
Alexa, 2.
You decide to try and trick the goblins. You roll a bluff check. You have a 64% chance to succeed. You make noises and rush forward. They seem confused, and then draw their weapons to fight. You have been afflicted by damage penalty. You are battling a legendary small wolf named Renoir. You are entering combat with 1 goblin commander, 1 goblin leader, 1 small wolf, and 1 Renoir. You can 1. Attack.
Alexa,
2.
Obliterate.
You don't have any obliterate left for the day.
Alexa, drink a recharge potion.
You drank a recharge potion to regain your powers.
Alexa, obliterate.
4 allies hit your enemies for 983 total damage. William damaged the goblin commander for 83. You have 5 uses left after this one. Your opponents before you. The small wolf launches a targeted attack to knock your weapon away. Another Renoir adopts an accuracy-based fighting stance. You were afflicted by a disarm effect for 2 rounds. You were missed 3 times, and hit for 46 total damage, and have 182 hit points left. You are up. Using Obliterate, you roar and spin, striking all foes with deadly attacks.
I still have my
You are
weapon.
disarmed and retrieving your missing weapon. You are 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 disarmed and retrieving your missing weapon. You are
Alexa,
disarmed.
attack.
You are up first. Isabel hit the goblin commander for 248 damage. You are disarmed and retrieving your missing weapon. You are still in combat with one goblin commander, one goblin leader, one small wolf, and one Renoir. The enemies are up. You were missed 3 times and hit for 51 total damage and have 131 hit points left. You may 1. Retrieve weapons. 2.
Alexa,
Use
1.
your opponent's first. The starving wolf strikes with increased accuracy. You were missed 3 times and hit for 17 total damage. You are up. Isabel hit the goblin commander for 221. You stab and hit the goblin commander for 188 damage. You are still in combat with one goblin commander, one goblin leader, one small wolf.
Alexa,
and
use the power.
here are some options
Alexa,
for
obliterate.
you have 4 uses left after this one. Your opponent's before you. The goblin commander launches a mighty blow. You were missed 3 times and crit for 29 total damage. You are up. Using obliterate, you spin and strike every enemy around you. You hit 6 times and crit 2 times for a total of 44,677 damage. Your highest damage hit was 16,035. You killed a goblin commander, a goblin leader, a Renoir, and a small wolf. You strike the goblins down. If you link your account, you'll
Alexa,
receive.
no.
Alright. You collected 467 gold coins and earned 3,731 experience points. You found 1 fisherman's bite, 1 breastplate armor, 1 pumpkin paste, 1 mesh armor, 1 minor hero mission recovery elixir, 1 hatchet, 2 fisherman's snacks, 2 sugar, 1 coarse stone, 2 armor potions, 1 polishing stone, 1 rough animal hide, and 1 skilled potion. You failed to acquire 1 items due to having full inventory space on items you would have picked up. You should consider increasing your inventory size to hold more of each item by saying increase inventory. You have leveled up from 40 to 41. You are nearing the center of the city, but the terrain is nearly impossible to pass. There are a few paths forward and a sign that directs the way, but it is in a language you don't understand. You may look for animals to help, or read the sign.
Alexa, 2.
You roll a linguistics check. You have a 58% chance to succeed, which turns out to be a failure. You aren't able to understand the sign.